Over the last 30 years, working with thousands of women and changing literally thousands of lives, these are the three biggest problems that I see women having. And so I call it the pain. And the three biggest problems they have, as you can see, is their lack of self-worth, their lack of knowledge, and lack of time. So let me tell you what I mean by their lack of self-worth. This is where they feel embarrassed. They feel shame around it. There's this fear of judgment. They feel they're not deserving. They feel stupid at times. And there's this imposter syndrome going on. Yeah. Then there's that lack of knowledge. Yeah. The confusion and the self-doubt. They're constantly questioning the decisions they're making. And it's actually holding them back from being able to make decisions. And they're unsure. So it's debilitating. It actually just stops them in their tracks. And the fear of making mistakes. They think they're not allowed to make mistakes. Well, let me tell you, it is part of the process. And perfectionism. We as women think we've always got to get it right. I don't know why, but we do. And as a self-confessed perfectionist, I am trying to get over it. I am one of you, if you are one of those people. As you get older, I promise it gets easier. You learn to let go of what doesn't serve you. But it's crippling. It stops you from making decisions. The perfectionism thing is horrendous. So try and let go of that earlier than I did. And that feeling stuck, right? You get stuck and you don't know how to get unstuck. And the worst part about that is you don't know who to trust to get unstuck. You don't actually know who to turn to. So when that knowledge piece, that lack of knowledge sets in, you're sort of really in this place of you don't know where to go. And then couple the self, the self-doubting piece and that lack of self-worth. So I don't know enough and I'm not really good enough. So I'm not good enough and I don't know enough. And you know what? I don't have the time. You want me to do this as well? I've got little Johnny to look after and I've got this and I've got that. And you want one more thing? You're going to give me another to do? What are you, nuts? Because I've got 10 balls in the air. I'm stressed to the max. Anxiety's at its highest, right? I'm constantly overwhelmed. I'm multitasking to the max and I'm short-term focused. I'm looking here. Like literally, I'm looking at today and I can't think about tomorrow. And if I look any further, it's only till the end of the week because I can't do any more. I am done. And as women, we kind of live in this sort of phase, particularly now, 21st century. You would have thought that with all the mod cons that we've got, my mother didn't have a dishwasher. I've got a dishwasher, I've got a microwave, I've got the bloody dryer, I've got the washing machine. I've got everything conceivable to help me do more and help me have more time. But guess what? I've got less time than I've ever had. So it's something universal that we all share. And these three things compound each other continuously. And this is the pain we feel all of the time. But I've got the prize. And the prize is this. And if you do unlock your financial confidence, if you're able to unlock it, the prize is the future fit female. I named it the future fit female because I'm a visionary and I love looking into the future. I love looking into what is possible. And for me, what is possible is creating a world where women feel confident, they feel clear, they have the ability to make decisions for themselves, for their families, without fear of judgment. If they get it wrong, who cares? So does everybody else. But it's part of the process, it's part of the learning, and this is what we're okay to do. We're okay with this. And then we turn that self-doubt, that lack of self-worth into confidence, yeah? We become confident, we become fulfilled, and we feel complete. Just step into that for a minute. Every time, you're probably going to think I'm a bit weird, but I'm not. I'm honestly being honest with you. I get goosebumps every time I talk about this stuff because it is me at my very core. I live, eat, and breathe this stuff. And if I wake up 2-3 o'clock in the morning, I constantly think of ways of how I can articulate what I feel, how I see this stuff to people like you every single day of my life. So when I talk about it, I actually get goosebumps. So imagine for 1 minute having that ability to feel that confidence that fulfillment and having that completeness about you as a woman. Because you know what I'm talking about, girls, right? You know the have to be's. You know, we got to be the good wife or partner, got to be the best mum, got to be, you know, the most successful businesswoman. We got to be constantly the be. We got to be. I'm sick of the bloody be. You know, we got to be the sexiest and be. It's all bullshit. We need to get rid of that, and we need to replace it with this stuff where we are in control of what we want to be on our terms. So if we could replace that pain with this prize, yeah, and we turn that lack of knowledge that we're constantly told we don't have, because for one reason or another, whether it's society or culture or religion or tradition or, you know, there's so many multi-layers. I'm not here to get into that, but you all know what I'm talking about, you know, whether it's family. So we spoke about this last week when it comes to money and money mindset, and we spoke about where we come from when it comes to money. I'm going to touch on a little bit about that today. But if we could then replace that, that lack of knowledge with a sense of clarity. Oh, okay. So Trace, you're telling me it's kind of 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that? Yeah, I want you to start there, okay? Because, you know, you don't solve things in an instant. You start with the first top 3, and then those top 3 then unveil another layer, and that other layer unveils another layer. You know, this instant gratification society of people getting on social media and promising you that they're going to solve your problems in the next 8 weeks. I'm not here to tell you I'm going to do that, because I can't do that. I don't believe in that for a start. Everything is a lifelong journey. And unless you put in the time and the energy and the effort, it's not going to happen. Nothing happens like that. And I'm not one of those people that promise or have those endless promises or those empty promises. So I believe that we need to work together and start somewhere and then work from there. But like anything, it has momentum. So get that sense of clarity, get clear on it, yeah, and then build some certainty. And what that does is it gives you some form of direction. And I love that. Again, with the perfectionism thing, you probably guessed it, right? I'm a bit of a control freak, working on that too. But I love that. I love direction. I like knowing where I'm going. When I work with my mentors and I get things get a bit messy in my head, you know, that messy feeling where, oh my God, I'm overwhelmed. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. You know, you get a page full of stuff that you do a brain dump and you get lost in your own thoughts, and you need your mentor to go, Trace, you need to focus on 1, 2, and 3. And you go, oh, thank God. Oh, so relieved. You know that feeling, right? That's what I'm talking about. So getting that sort of direction, someone saying, just do these 3 for now, the rest will come, and having trust in that process. So imagine having your lack of knowledge going from all of that confusion, that self-doubt, you know, that questioning, the fear of judgment. Oh, I'm going to what if I make a mistake? So what? You think I haven't? Like, seriously, you know? So turning that into clarity, certainty, and direction. And finally, that lack of time. Well, look, you can't get any more than 24 hours in a day, but there's lots of ways around that. But let's turn that into a sense of control. Let's turn that into focus and stop the, have you ever done that? Yeah, I know, I do it. And a sense of calm and a sense of relax. And let's take our lives back.